popular. It is brand new. You are seeing it for the very first time. And what you should know is that you can choose the gold tone or the silver tone, whichever one you prefer. But it is a beautiful cross pendant. The price tag, if you've never tried Grace Kelly jewelry from QVC, you only have to pay $34.25 to get this home. And it's a nice, good sized piece, not too big, not too small, just right. The chain that it comes on will give you the option of 16 3/4 inches up to 19 3/4 inches. In other words, it has that wonderful 3-inch extender right there. So you can take that lobster claw clasp, you can put it all the way over here at 16 3/4 inches or over here at 19 3/4 inches. And of course, you see it says GPK, that's for Grace Kelly. I always say the P is for princess, but really it's for her middle name. I don't remember what it was. Is it Patricia?
Patricia Kelly was her name, and she used that when she did her artwork. She put GPK on it. This was a gift. The first gift that she was given of a cross, she was 7 years old, and she had a confirmation, and she was given a cross. But her second confirmation was the one as she's reaching adulthood. She was 14 years old, and at age 14, her parents spent a lot of money to give her something that would last her entire lifetime and something she could wear for her lifetime. And they came up with this diamond cross. It is a fabulous cross. It began actually the real collection of her crosses, which eventually numbers close to 400. Wow. And we're going to bring you, over the years, we're going to bring you different crosses that she had. But this one, we're starting with her very, very special one. I need to show you some photographs of it because a lot of it has to do with what it is. Again, given it to her at age 14, and there's the cross. And she's wearing it at an older age. She also wore this for her wedding, but it was underneath. It was not worn on the outside. It was a tradition in Monaco that the princess, after she is married, she goes over to a chapel. It's called the Saint Devote Chapel, and she takes her bridal bouquet and she lays it before the statue of Saint Devote and says a prayer and leaves. But Grace did one other thing. She opened up her blouse, and very difficult with these buttons, reached inside, took out the cross that you see that you're wearing, that you're looking at now, took it out, showed it to the statue, gave it a kiss, put it back in, buttoned up, and walked out, and nobody knew the difference. This is a special cross for her. She wore it for years later. She wore it as something that was very, very special. And of course, it does eventually move on into the next generation. And here is Caroline wearing the exact same cross. That is her mother's cross. It has probably been passed off to the grandchildren at this point, but we haven't seen it on any of them. It is perfect size cross. It is not something that you want to say, this is great for me. This is something, and the price that this is at, you want to be able to get for different people. You want multiples on this. I want to show you how it's packaged. Okay. This is packaged in a steel box, as all of our products are at this moment. And this is a gift, and this is what you give when you give it to somebody, and when you open it up. And if you want to, for an older person, to say, okay, gold is what people, but younger people like silver, get the silver. It will be comfortable in size on a 10, 11-year-old, and something they can wear literally for the rest of their lives. So if you have grandchildren and nieces, you want to have multiples of this. Unbelievable price, great story. It is pewter. You're going to ask, what is it? It is solid 100% pewter underneath with Swarovski crystals. And the chain is beautiful. Look at the delicacy of that chain. Whether it's in silver or in gold, it's the same chain. The bail is large enough on the cross that you could actually take the chain off and that you could wear it. If you are a Christian and a true Christian, this is something you not only want to have for yourself to wear, but to give as gifts. At this time, with all that's going on, the one thing that sustains us is our faith. And this is a fabulous way to show yours and to give a gift so others can do it too. This is so beautiful, so delicate, and so feminine. It is just a beautiful way to show your faith.
And for $35, a lot of you are buying more than one. Good for you. You might want to get one of each color, the silver tone and the gold tone. I'm going to remind you, it goes as short as 16 3/4 inches, which is why a younger person could wear this. But it goes as long as 19 3/4 inches. So if you want to get this, absolutely do it. If you want to know how big is that cross, it's about 1 inch from side to side, 1 1/4 inches from top to bottom. But just stunning. And go back real quick, Phil, and talk about the quality of the stones that you use to mimic the diamonds.
They are Swarovski's crystals. They are the finest crystals. Swarovski is the only way that you can actually duplicate a flawless diamond.
Yeah.
Even in a CZ, I've seen CZs with a little bit of color changes, but Swarovski's crystals are grown in such a way that every one of them are perfect. And yes, I assume that they make some imperfect ones, but they go off somewhere else. I'm sure they don't put their name on it, but they will go off and become, you know, some crystal somewhere. These are Swarovski crystals. It is the size, it is the delicacy of it. It is to remember that this is where she wore it. She wore it at a wedding. She opened her blouse. She took it out. She showed it to Saint Devotee. She gave it a kiss and she put it back inside. This is a piece of history. This is a piece that has a story and a memento to it, a feeling to it. And at this time, you need that. We all need that.
Right.
We're all anxious.
Amen.
We've got problems. We don't know where the world is going. God will take care of you.
By the way, just to let you know, we have fewer than 200 left in the gold tone, just a few more than that in the silver tone. This is brand new today. You're seeing it for the first time and at a price of less than $35 plus the 3-inch extender. I mean, and it is a gorgeous chain, a nice, strong, beautiful chain. So take advantage of that while you can. It's J368700 and on 3 easy payments, I might add as well. Also from the Grace Kelly collection,